action.
Hi guys, Bushra here. I have a exciting review. Oh my gosh, I need to start that over again.
It's okay.
Hi guys, Bushra here. I have a review of a new product that just launched, and it's actually by La Mer. It is their Cushion Compact Foundation. And I'm super excited about trying this out with you guys. I have to be honest though, I've already tried it out. I couldn't resist the temptation, but as many of you know, the La Mer foundation, the soft fluid foundation, is everyone's favorite. Everyone ranted and raved about it. So I've heard that this is basically similar to that, but in a cushion compact form. So I want to go ahead and open the box with you. I kind of put everything back in here so we can go ahead and open it again. Just to give you a little comparison between this and the soft fluid foundation. This is 0.84 ounces. It's got SPF 20. The price range is $120. The shade range, it's 12 shades, so it's less than the soft fluid. The soft fluid, I believe, had 26 shades. Same price though, so you've got the same price range, $120 for both. This one is a shy short of an ounce, obviously. The soft fluid was 1 ounce, but the same SPF. So it comes down to really just the packaging. The soft fluid foundation is obviously, as we all love, the glass bottle. That it looks great on your vanity, but not very practical when you're on the go or if you're traveling. So I think that this comes right in there for, you know, saving you for traveling or if you're on the go and you need something real quick. So the shade that I got is Pearl 21. The shade that I'm typically in the soft fluid is Natural 22. I unfortunately don't have the bottle with me. I ran out and I tried to order it through La Mer's website. It's on its way. But I do have some product to try out. So I was thinking I would do one side the soft fluid foundation and then one side the compact. But let's get into opening the box. And obviously it comes in a great white carton like this, which is just beautiful. You open it up and the first thing you see is the compact, which it's kind of a rosy gold color, although it's kind of silver as well. It's a weird color, but it looks beautiful. I love the color. And when you open this up, obviously you have the traditional compact and the mirror. You've got the sponge applicator, which I have used. It says La Mer on it. It's beautiful. It's got that rose gold light pink color to it. And the great thing is, even though the net amount of product you get is 0.84 ounces, each pod, and that's right, you get 2 pods, each pod is 0.42 ounces, and you just pop it out like this, and you get to go back to the box, and you can see that they actually supply you with a second cartridge. So I think that while it's not 1 ounce of foundation per se, you're really paying for the same product, but the convenience factor. So but now I want to test it out and see how it applies. So I'm going to put my hair back, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the left side, the soft fluid foundation, and then the right side I'm going to do the cushion compact. So I'm going to start out with using the cushion that it comes with, although I'm not a fan of using this guy, but I just want to do it for the purpose of this video. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to put this directly on my face, and I don't have any primer. All I have is my skincare, which also is La Mer. I'm happy to do a skin routine with you guys, which I think I'm going to try to do that as my next video. And as you can see, I barely dipped into the product, and this is how much I'm able to lay out onto my face. So, like I said, don't like this applicator, but it's great for laying the product on. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this product. Let's read it on its website. It says, introducing iconic skincare plus radiant coverage, which this is radiant. I mean, the La Mer original also was known for its radiance, or this radiant dewy factor. but it's an all-in-one compact with healing hydration from Miracle Broth and color capsule technology. Gives skin a lift of luminosity for a fresh, flawless look and a plumper, firmer feel, and includes a refill. So I don't know if it does all that, but let's see how it looks on the skin. Again, no primer, just straight onto my skincare. And yes, I switched over to a beauty blender. The sponge is great for on the go if you need to like touch up, but I wouldn't use it to kind of blend in the product. It's just doesn't really quite blend properly. And I like using the beauty blender in general because I am a very light foundation wearer. I like to look natural as possible. I don't want to look cakey or anything like that, especially for every day. And this is a product that I would imagine to use every day. It's got that SPF, it's got that easy ability to just take it with you on the go. And so I would use a beauty blender personally. In fact, I might even use my fingers after putting a light layer with the sponge that it comes with. I'd actually probably blend it in with my fingers as well. Because I wouldn't carry a beauty blender with me to work. It just wouldn't work out. I don't know where I'd put it. But for those of you who have a beauty blender with you at work or in your purse, thumbs up to you guys, because that takes energy and effort. That's awesome if you guys do that. But as you can see, you've got that glowy, radiant, it looks gorgeous on the skin. And again, I put a very light layer. It says that it's buildable. I don't know if it is, but I'm tempted to try it out, and I'll see if it is buildable. Again, I know it's lighter than what my skin tone is, but once I get my bronzer and my concealer and my powder, everything together, it kind of evens out, and I personally prefer to go a little lighter than my skin tone. That's just me. So now what I want to do is I want to actually compare it to the original Soft Fluid foundation. So I'm going to put some dotted on the other side of my face. Just a little bit. Again. As we all know, this foundation also a little bit goes a long way. Put that down before I spill it all over myself. And I really am curious to see how your skin looks. Like, I know that initially it looks really dewy and glowy, but I think as it simmers and marinates on your skin, it starts to look different. I think that's how foundations are usually. Some oxidize, obviously, as we know. Some just blend a little bit better or like melt into your skin after some time has passed. So I'm just gonna let that sit, even though it's kind of accentuating my pores just a little bit. But you know what? I think that that's something that a primer could fix really easily. Personally though, I don't wear a primer every day. I'm one of those type of people who's on the go, needs something real quick and out the door. So I'm not sure if I would use a primer, but if you do, that's awesome. I think that would help with those pore issues. Luckily, I don't have very large pores, like visibly noticeable big pores, but I am noticing, comparing the two, that the compact is showing up my pores a little bit more than the Soft Fluid. I probably would say that yes, the Soft Fluid is great for photos, for maybe even video, but I'm not so sure about the compact. And again, it's not, I wouldn't use the compact as like a, getting ready, you want to look 100%, lit kind of makeup. I would use it for that everyday sort of thing. If you're quickly going to work or at the beach because it's got that SPF, whatever it is, it wouldn't be for parties or anything like that, I wouldn't say. But yeah, and like, I don't know if it's picking up on camera, you can see the dewy effect for sure. Both are very dewy, but I think that the Cushion Compact is much dewier than the Soft Fluid. So, but what I'm really also interested in is how the rest of my makeup lays on top, because that's really the test of any foundation. I am noticing the color difference. Like I said, I'm a natural 22 in the soft fluid, and petal 21 is what I ordered in the compact. And I'm feeling like this one, the compact's pulling a little pink for me. Has a little bit of a pinkier undertone. So I'm not so sure, but you never know, right? You need to let it sit. You need to let it kind of play around with the rest of your makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about what exactly I'm using. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it and see if it lays well. So I'm going in with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. I'm going to blend it out with my fingers because I love using my fingers, especially for my concealer around my eyes. It's such a sensitive area that I actually just prefer to use my fingers in that area. And I just like the warmth of my fingers. I think that just helps blend the makeup out more. And now, after initial application of the concealer, it's blending pretty well. It's laying flat, or laying nicely on top. And it's not interfering at all. And I know what it's like on the soft fluid. It's always beautiful. So I'm gonna blend that out. I'm curious to see when I put my powder on how my pores look. And I don't powder my whole face because, again, I have very dry skin. So I only powder under my eyes because that's where I crease, and a little bit in my T-zone, just because there's a little bit of oil that develops throughout the day. Because I do like I said, that dewy look. There's it here. Okay, alright, so the powder that I'm using, and I would use it every day, that helped a little bit with the pores, just a little bit. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, which, I mean, everybody loves that one, so I think that looks really good. But I'm still seeing a difference between my soft fluid and the cushion compact. I'm seeing my pores just a little bit more than the left side, which, you know, that doesn't bother me so much. So, as many of you know, cameras don't last forever. My camera died, and I live in Seattle, Washington, so the lighting's a little bit different. So, but we're back. We're back in action. The last thing I think I left you off at was me powdering my face. And now that the camera's died a little, I've had a little time to kind of let the foundation sit and simmer. And honestly, I kind of like the cushion compact better than the soft fluid. The reason why is it just, I don't know if I would say it's lifted looking, like as it proclaims, but I do notice that radiant, just tight look, not like a dry tight, but just kind of like you know, like tight. I don't know how to explain it. It masked any fine lines that I had, any texture that I had. It looks pretty flawless. Compared to this side, like I have a little bit of a dry patch here, which I know I had dry patch here because I had a breakout, but it just looks different, and I'm living for this right now, actually. But I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing and just let it keep doing its thing and see how the bronzer kind of lays on it. And I am using the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, which is my die-hard favorite. I have a lot of makeup products, and the fact that I've hit pan on this guy, that means a lot. I can do a whole review on this at a later time as well, but I love it. It's one of my favorite products. So I just am curious to see how it lays on top. I'm just blending that in. Really liking how this stuff is laying on top of that compact. That's looking real nice. Yeah. I mean, both sides look great, but I really like this glowy, oh wow. It looks different than when I first put it on. It's crazy how just even a little bit of time changes everything. I think it's been maybe 10 minutes since I applied it, and yeah, it's looking great. I'm liking it. Now a lot of you are gonna hate me because it's like, oh god damn, it's $120, but it's got the skincare benefits, and that's kind of what you're paying for. It's the packaging, it's the skincare benefits. I mean, everything La Mer is high priced anyways. So you're not just paying for a normal foundation, you're kind of paying for added benefits. But yeah, I'm loving that. That looks so good. Alright, well I'm going to put a little bit of blush on so I don't look a little crazy. I'm just using my favorite cream blush. I'm not going to do my eyebrows on camera because it's not about the eyebrows, it's about how my face products are laying on top of it, if they're playing nicely with each other. And I think so far, and I wanted to, I want to compare obviously the soft fluid foundation to the compact, so I'm putting my normal products on both sides to see how it plays. And I'm really liking it. That is pretty impressive, La Mer. Oh yeah, I could definitely see myself wearing this every day. Because even with my blush, it's a cream blush by Clé de Peau, I'm noticing that it's just a lot more smooth and radiant on the compact side. So I really like it. That is awesome. I could definitely see myself wearing this every day. I could definitely see myself carrying it with me on a plane, on a train, in my car, to work, you name it. I mean, and the compact itself is beautiful. So I'm gonna do a wear test. I'm gonna see how it goes throughout the day, how it lasts, how it kind of maybe sets a little bit more, and compare the two sides. And I'll keep you updated down below in the description box. But honestly, my review, I would buy this. I would buy it again. I mean, first I'm gonna use this obviously, but I really like it. It's awesome. So, and then the packaging is great. It's not like it's cheap plastic. It looks sturdy. Feels, I mean, it's plastic, but it looks nice, it feels great, and more importantly, it looks great on the skin, which, I mean, what more would you want? So I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I would suggest you buy this guy and try it out for yourselves. The shade range is a little bit limited, but if you can find your color, I would suggest trying it out. So, till next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.